Poor Dak Prescott, man. Hassan Reddick is in the house.
Slaughterhouse.
Yeah. 32, y'all. Episode 32 of the Birds of Broad Street. Free
Yes,
Agency
sir.
Countdown. Episode 32 from the 215, from the Big D, from Alabama, all around the world. Episode 32 of the Birds of Broad Street. Hassan from your boy Mizzy Miz. Cool Cat County YouTube representing the Birds. Glad you guys could make it with us. Ladies, Trigger in the building. What happened? The Birds of the Line, the Aftermath, OTR, hand motions, one's Trigger rock.
You already know, man. It's a beautiful day. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. The man of 1,000 shows, the owner of Bird Gang Nation Sports Media, and Jalen Hurts' #1 fan, Bird Gang 31.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's always Hurts season over here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No, Shagain, I know you ready to talk about it, so warming up, though, my God.
Yes, sir. Hey, y'all already know what time it is. Hassan Reddick in the building. You know what time it is. You know you are with. You know who you rocking with. It's your boy Philly Notion. Birds of Broad Street coming at y'all. Y'all already know the vibes today. Let's go check the 4K on them real quick. Hold on. Rambo, let's check it out. Hey, Ring, we on that quest. Right back in there, gang. Y'all already know. If y'all new to this ride, y'all already know what to do. Make sure you check my brother's channels out. Get in on all the action, because y'all already know the vibes. Go hit that subscribe. Y'all know how we coming at y'all. Breaking news today, Hassan Reddick in the building. Come on back to Philly. Let's go and talk about it, gang.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Breaking news. Listen, y'all. Ooh, wrong photo. But look right there. Hassan Reddick here for a 3-year deal. He's going from the Panthers all the way to the city of brotherly love. He is back in the building. Listen, I am happy with the move, Howie Roseman. Thank you for all that you do. Finally, what the heck is that echo? But it is what it is. I love the move. That's all I got to say about it.
Hey,
I love the move.
Defense, yes, sir.
Because that's what I've been saying this whole offseason. Defense wins championships. And if y'all saw the Panthers game against our Philadelphia Eagles, he was. I'm sorry, Jalen Hurts, but it is what it is. He went off heavy. But I love the move. I love the signing. I'm on my laptop, so if there's any other breaking news coming on, we will give it to you guys. No, Shagain, I know you got a video coming about this. Talk about it.
Hey, well, first and foremost, okay, we heard a lot of news throughout this week from, the Commandos getting Carson, which I'm sure we're going to talk about that too. I know. We seeing moves, the Cowboys losing all kind of players.
We'll talk about that too.
I already know. Brothers already know. And then we got, teams like the Giants that's just sitting on their hands. And then you got the Philadelphia Eagles. To come in there and address this defense, which we all know, pass rush was an immediate need on this team. We went out there in free agency and got a prize piece, and this is a player that, 27, I mean, just now entering his prime, coming off of back-to-back seasons, 12 and a half sacks last year, or the year before that, I think he had like 11 last year. Oh, yeah, we're getting somebody that's actually making some noise at this position. So I'm absolutely loving it. Again, bring this man back home. I believe he played, at Temple at a point in time.
Yep.
Grew up in the New Jersey area, Camden. So he's familiar with the East Coast vibes. I'm loving this. Again, this is a Howie Roseman type of a move. I'm glad we didn't spend the whole bag for him either. So I'm absolutely loving this. 3 years, 45 million, 30 years, or 30 million guaranteed. That's a discounted rate for a player such as his caliber. So I'm all for it. Bye-bye, Derek Stinking Barnett. Get him up out of here. Get Ryan Kerrigan up out of here also. I love this move, gang.
Yes, sir. Bird Game 31. Your thoughts on the move?
Yeah, Notion said it all, man. I love it. I know I was talking about, him being one of the pass rushers I wanted on the team in my earlier videos, so I'm glad that we finally got one of the guys off the list. There's a lot more guys to pick up off this list, but he is definitely a key piece. He's nice. He's young. He can get after the quarterback. Those are all things we need for our defense. So Haason Reddick is definitely a big plus for us. And I think, I don't even think he's done yet. I think he's going to pick up some more stuff. But, yeah, good start for Howie.
Yeah, Trey, your thoughts on the move, my guy?
I mean, I love the move. Big Haason Reddick fan. I watched him at Temple. I watch all Philly sports, so I mean, listen. With Haason Reddick is a little different because, I mean, he's a great pass rusher, but he also could do other things. He can play that outside linebacker position. You could drop him back in coverage in the safety position. So he's like kind of an X factor. I mean, he could be an X factor on his defense depending on how Jonathan Gannon use him. But if it's me, I mean, I like the move, but I'm still not satisfied. So I'm still going in the draft and getting the linebacker, another stud linebacker that pair with this dude. I mean, TJ Edwards. I mean, I feel like that'd be a great little lineup. But for me, it's more of the moves we didn't make that made me happy. Trying to get Amari Cooper, Deshaun Watson.
Oh, we'll talk about that, Ish. We'll talk about that, Ish.
I mean, we're gonna address that a little bit down the line, but I feel like Howie is playing it how he's supposed to play it right now at this point. I mean, go get a dude. I mean, not that don't cost too much that can make an impact on your defense. I mean, you go through the draft. There's still some good pass rushers out there, free agency. I mean, you can build this team how you want to build it without spending a boatload of money. So, I mean, I like the move. I love the move, actually.
Yeah, I love the move too. Like I said. Let's get on with the next thing. Unfortunately, we got to get this egg out of the nest, unfortunately. Deshaun Watson's free of his charges. And with that happening, of course, everybody and their mama is putting us in this conversation. I really don't I don't want him. I don't want him. Now, if it's a good price, that's different, but it's not happening because that would mean you would have to give up 2 first-round picks, and I need every single defensive player in this. I need all of them. If you had 10 picks in the first round, give me every single defensive player because I don't want to handicap our defense. You cannot have a side. Yeah, you cannot have a side come up here and do all that stuff by himself and not have some more pieces. I mean, Brandon Graham is coming off an injury. Fletcher Cox is getting old. I mean, we need some more pieces in the draft. And a quarterback is not it. But unfortunately, when you got 3 first-round picks, here we are. So, Notion Gang, go ahead and end this conversation with Deshaun Watson. Go ahead.
I honestly don't even know why it started to begin with. I mean,
Right.
There's really nothing to end.
I know.
We know here in Philadelphia, if y'all ain't on the train already, I'm sorry. Y'all just going to be disappointed. But this is going to be the Jalen Hurts show this year. We are all in paying on a minimum deal for Jalen Hurts this year. This is a make or break year for Jalen Hurts. So we want to give him the full opportunity to hopefully take this role. Deshaun Watson is out the picture. I'm already seeing teams like, Atlanta trying to bid for that man?
No, it's the same in Carolina.
Carolina,
There are other teams involved. Hopefully it ain't us. But go ahead, no.
Hey, exactly. Hopefully we ain't in that kind of market because, again, we don't need to be using our resources there. I'm liking what Howie's doing right now. Going after top premium defensive players, that definitely should be the focus. So, yeah, if the I guess the feelings out there for you to get Deshaun Watson right now, I'm sorry, but you're going to be disappointed. He's not coming to Philadelphia. So I don't know what else to end besides I don't even know why it started because we don't need Deshaun Watson right now.
I've been saying it. I've been trying to tell everybody, Notion. You heard me say it. Trey heard me say it. Bergen heard me say it. I've been trying to tell everybody, but all they want is, we need Deshaun Watson. If we get Deshaun Watson, we can go to the Super Bowl, beat them champ picks. I don't care about no defense. I want a Super Bowl. I want to beat Dak Prescott and the Cowboys. Why do we let the Cowboys? I need a quarterback. I need a black. That's all we've been hearing this past couple of weeks, ever since Jalen Hurts been the starter. See, I love Jalen Hurts. I want him to succeed. I don't want to draft no quarterback this year. I don't want to draft no quarterback next year. Jalen Hurts got a lot of work to do. I don't want to. I'm going to pound the chest once again. I don't want no Deshaun Watson. I want defense. I want defense. If y'all want Deshaun Watson, then you also want a quarterback. You want all these quarterbacks that we're facing this upcoming season to have 80% completion percentage and go up and down the field. Hassan Reddick is one guy. You need more. You need more.
Hey, cool, I just want to know real quick, just from some of the people that's even in this chat, because again, I don't see the value of having it. But listen, if y'all think we need Deshaun Watson up in here, if you're an Eagles fan and that's really how you feeling, let me see some ones in the chat. If y'all are I ain't trying to see Deshaun Watson, let's see the twos in the chat. So again, look, I mean, popular opinion, I know some people are out there right now, there's some people that really want Deshaun Watson. But I honestly think the overall view, if you really, are trying to salvage the Philadelphia Eagles and trying to build a team, it makes no sense to go get Deshaun Watson right now. So again, I just need to see the popular vote. Y'all let us know in the chat. I'm going a big number 2 on this. Absolutely not. So y'all already know what it is.
Yep. Trey, talk to your fan base about this because I tried. You saw me on this show multiple times talk about this. I tried. You also live in Philadelphia, probably north, south, or west. Talk to your people, please. Please. Please.
First of all, I'm going to go a little bit off topic. The Chargers actually making a power move right now. Did y'all see who they signed? They got J.C. Jackson. Pair up with Bosa.
Jackson, yeah.
Woo, that division going to be bad, man. That division is going to be bad. All right, now let's get into this Eagle stuff. I mean, we got to look at what the Texans are asking for. Just
3 first-round picks.
Up front.
3 first-round
picks. So they want 2 of ours from this year and the next year's one. A second-round pick, and they want players. Like, come on, man. That's a little steep for any team. I ain't even going to lie. That's a little steep for any team. And they not going after no just average players. They want your best players for this dude. So, I mean, I don't see the logic in it. I mean, I would love to have him here if he could come here on like a deal, like a cheap deal, but it's not going. That's not what it's going to be. So, I mean, we can scratch that, and all the other little picks that they want. We can scratch all that because I got a feeling we gonna make a splash, but it's not gonna be the one y'all want. It's gonna be the one we need. Maybe a wide receiver. Maybe a dog safety or something like that. It's going to be one of those kind of splashes. It's not going to be at the quarterback position. So, I mean, y'all could just throw that out the window now. I mean, it ain't really too much to say. They're going to feel how they feel. But at the end of the day, us up here, I feel like we all in agreement. I mean, we rocking out with Jalen Hurts this year. That's the best move right there. Put a team around this dude. See what he can do. I mean, you can't get it done, then we move on from there. That's where I'm at this point. So...
Exactly. That's where I'm at, too, because Howie Roseman did this in 2016 where a commander, Carson Wentz, you went from 13 to 8th. You went from 8 to 2. You see how it works, Howie? That's how you got your quarterback supposedly of the future before he whatever. We'll talk about him too. But that's how you got Carson Wentz. You know you can do it again next year. You know you can do it again next year. It's not that hard. Not that difficult. You want Bryce Young? You want CJ? Move up in the draft. Carson Wentz ain't the guy. Hopefully he is, but if he ain't, move up. Everybody's going to be doing a good time. Everybody want a quarterback. That's how you do it the right way. Not to ruin your dang organization. To think about this before I pass the birthday. You know everybody, first of all, you won't have no picks in this draft if you give up Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson might be suspended for a game or two. You won't have a defense. Haason Reddick, love the move, but he and Slay and Fletch, they're only a couple of people. Plus, you're going to have these quarterbacks go 80% completion percentage again. And then if you don't win the division, then what come on now. Tom Brady's back. All these quarterbacks is back. Aaron Rodgers ain't going nowhere. Matthew Stafford ain't going nowhere. If you go into the playoffs with Deshaun Watson, those quarterbacks on the other side of the field can go up and down the field, not defense now. Defense wins championships last time. If it wasn't for Brandon Graham, strip sacking Tom Brady, Notre Dame wouldn't have a ring on his finger. Think about it.
Let him know. Let him know. Hey,
Notre Dame wouldn't have no Lambo or ring in his house with the Notion family if it wasn't for Brandon Graham. Defense wins championships, not just the quarterback, people.
That's facts. Hey, one thing, I just gotta I gotta back off of that because again, I understand everybody, is so thirsty out here for quarterbacks, and that's what makes the NFL, makes teams run. I get that, but right now that makes no sense for this team in this situation. Again, right now, Howie Roseman is still on the hook for Jalen Hurts. He's all in on Jalen. If Jalen fails, then we need to be looking at Jalen Hurts. I'm not trying to give Howie Roseman an additional 3-year extension, to see if he could figure it out with Watson. No, he pushed all his chips in when he went out there to go draft Jalen Hurts that year. So we still need to see how this works out. So I'm not giving Howie Roseman no extra room to try the Deshaun Watson experiment to see if he can get out of that. We are stuck on the hook with Jalen Hurts. So what I do expect from this team this year, I'm not sitting here saying we're not going to draft a quarterback because I want this team to draft a quarterback. There needs to be some kind of competition for Jalen Hurts out there. So I'm saying later rounds, we definitely need to invest in some kind of a developmental project quarterback. But for us to use all our resources, trade away all our first-round talent for Deshaun Watson, I don't believe that makes any kind of sense for this direction of this team. So, but then again, we do got Howie Roseman and this organization running the ship, so ain't no telling what we're going to do.
Exactly. Hurricane, go ahead and talk to your people, man.
Hey, they already know, man. For one, we don't want him. For two, he don't want us. That's really where it ends and starts and ends right there. He don't want us. We don't want him. We got a quarterback. It is definitely Jalen freaking Hurts season. So everybody should need to calm down with the quarterback thing. I think Howie knows that, and he's going to work this free agency and draft for it correctly. This is the season he can change the narrative about him. And like I said before, I think Howie's going to do it. We're going to have a team going into next year that's going to be ready to compete. And so Jalen Hurts is that guy until proven otherwise.
Exactly, man. So just, guys, Jalen Hurts is your quarterback until he ain't. And shout out to Drew for the $2 super chat.
Drew with the super chat. What my man say? Hold on. What'd he say? The same defense that gave up 500 plus yards on. Okay, y'all over there talking about that Super Bowl. Okay, we see y'all.
I mean, you don't count stats in the playoffs. You don't count stats in the playoffs. You win or you lose. Who cares?
Yeah, exactly. So that's it with Deshaun Watson. We don't want him. We'll stick with Jalen Hurts until we can't no more. 2023, if Jalen Hurts succeeds, great. If he don't, Bryce Young, CJ will keep it pushing. The end. So and besides, he already had a meeting with the Saints in Carolina. So yeah, there's that. So let's go on to some other news. I mean, Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz is going to be he's going to be a Washington Commander. Oh my God.
We are commanders.
So he's back in the division. He's a Commander Carson. I'm trying not to laugh because it's funny laughing at Commanders. No, it's a game. Carson.
Yeah, let me go. Y'all gonna kick y'all seats back because I got a lot on my mind about this situation. I felt a certain type of way when I initially heard this news. Now, first and foremost, again, all respect to the player of Carson Wentz. Glad he got his money or whatever he did. Good for him. Again, ain't gonna sit here again. I know he was a part of this enshrinement I got going on back here. But with that being said, hey, look here. It's on and popping for Carson Wentz now. I ain't got no love for this man. This man should have declined the trade if you ask me. But I know he had no say-so in this matter because the Colts wanted to offload this man. But at the same time, the direction Carson Wentz is going, this man looked like he, again, is on that track, destined to be some kind of a backup in this league. Now he's on the Washington Commandos. Oh, yeah, y'all ain't getting called Commanders for me. Y'all are the Commandos until I see y'all do something. And I'm going to tell you right now, look, him coming to Philly, we got to see this man twice a year now. Oh, yeah, I'm hoping for bad things for Carson Wentz out there on the field now. So, hey, it is what it is. Again, respect to the player for all of that, but now it's straight bad blood. This man then went to the op. We got to see him twice a year now. No red jersey on. So, oh, yeah. Hassan Reddick, I hope you smack Carson Wentz every time he steps on that field. So, without that being said, again, I'm not going to lie and sit here and act like Washington didn't get slightly better at the quarterback position. Let's not act like Carson ain't better than Taylor Heineke and Kyle Allen out there. So, it's going to be a problem. Again, I don't like the interdivision trades. Washington more and more look like they're trying to be like Philly. Same thing when they tried to get Donovan McNabb back in the day. Now they're trying to get Carson Wentz, trying to live off of our success. Ain't happening, Washington. As y'all gonna soon find out, I hope he quits on y'all's team like he did ours. And I hope, again, I ain't wishing this man no kind of luck moving forward. I hope we take him out every chance we get when we see Washington. That's how I'm gonna leave it with Carson. Bad blood over here. Bad blood.
Exactly. Hey, Birdman 951. Carson Wentz is beating the Birds in Philly. Book it. Not happening. Not happening. Not happening. Not happening. That's cap. That's our try.
Look, I'm just gonna say, man, I'm not gonna be shocked. Carson, look, we about to see the best version of Carson now. This is ticked off, interdivision Carson now. He done got dropped from his last team after a year, so he's trying to play to prove he needs to be in this league. So we're going to get the best Carson. I'm going to tell y'all that right now. I am kind of nervous. He might, depending on what they do in Washington, I ain't going to be shocked if they sneak a game or so. I got to see this man twice for the next 3 years or however long this experiment lasts. So, again, I'm not liking it. I hope we take him out early. That's all I'm saying.
Yep. Try.
I love it, to be honest. I love it. I mean,
he got a Carson Fathead back there, so he loving it.
Nah, not even that. Because if that was the case, I wouldn't want him to come in the division at all. But I love it because I know who Carson Wentz is. He gonna hold the ball for 1,500 seconds. Maybe make a couple miracle plays. Nice little throws, but other than that, Carson Wentz is a punching bag back there right now at this point. So, I mean, I'm fine with that. But I do feel like he fit in with this team well though, because I mean they have a strong defense. I mean, when healthy, run game solid. They got a solid run game. He don't have to come in here and make miracle plays. He don't have to come in here and do nothing special for real. Just run the offense, and he got a good head coach that can. I mean, like I said before. You seen what Ron Rivera did with Cam Newton. He turned him into an MVP. So, I mean, if he can channel all of the emotional things that Carson Wentz going through, he can turn him back into a good quarterback. I guarantee he can. I mean, that's bad for the Philadelphia Eagles, but like I said, I like the downside of it because I know we're gonna have a strong pass rush this year, and Carson Wentz don't like strong pass rushes. So I feel like we could beat up on this dude this year, man. But it all depends on what Carson Wentz you getting because. You seen beginning of the season, end of the season with the Colts, but we can't forget about that mid-stretch. He was balling out that mid-stretch. He's still a good quarterback. He's not trash at all. He's still a good quarterback. I don't feel like he can win the big games. I don't feel like he's that kind of dude, but he can win you some football games. I feel like he buys Washington at least 2 or 3 more wins than they had last year. So, I mean, it's dangerous, but I also like it, man. I like it because I know who Carson Wentz is. I know what kind of quarterback he is. I love it. So let's get it, man.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick. I just want to get a quick question just before I know you about to spill on yours, Bird Game. Real quick. Somebody want to throw a quick answer. My man Drew asked, quick question to the panel. Who's a better thrower of the football? Goofball Carson or Jalen? Keep it a buck.
Keep it a buck is Carson.
Yeah, right now. Carson right now.
It's Carson. It's Carson.
I can't even argue that.
We love Lee, but at the end of the day, football fans.
Overall quarterback.
Quarterback than him.
But then again, no, Carson got a problem getting the ball out on time. So again, I'm gonna get a slight edge to Carson just because Carson's a little more developed. But I'm not. Look, Carson, like you said, is a sitting duck back there. So I'm sorry, I'm gonna take Jalen throwing the ball, at least getting the ball out quicker. But Carson got a better arm. I can't even deny that. So yeah, go ahead, Bergen.
Yeah,
it's time to just go bust out that old Boyz II Men song for Carson Wentz. How we come to the end of the road, because I think it's a wrap. I don't think he's gonna play good at all this year. For real. How you think he feel? He's a sensitive guy when it comes to people talking about him, and he doesn't just win from his team that gave him the bag, traded him away, and less than a year later, that team trades him away, and that was supposed to be the team you make things right with. Man, this guy's confidence is shot. I don't see Carson winning that many more games for this team. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think Carson's just gonna wrap it up. This is gonna be the one of his last seasons for Carson Wentz. I just don't think he can pull it out. I think if he would have did it, he would have did it in Indy last year, and it obviously didn't happen. So I don't expect it to happen with the Washington Commanders. So we're gonna bust out the old 8-track for him. Get that boy in out.
Carson, I'm sorry, man. I know you wanted to go stay with the Indianapolis Colts, but listen, like I said, Eagles Nation, you go into the commies. My God. Tom Brady is back. Unfortunately, he's back in our conference. So he's back with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Fox, Notion.
I mean, honestly, I'm tired of seeing Brady face every year, but it is what it is. I mean, it don't shock me. The man still's got he's the GOAT. So he can do things like that, like announce a retirement, for about a month and a half, and then just say, I want to come back. So I don't expect nothing less from Tom Brady again. I know he's got some unfinished business. He did just win a Super Bowl, not last year, but the year before that. So, hey, again, how the Bucs are built right now, I mean, again, this is going to keep some players under contract. I believe they just signed Chris Godwin. Evans is back. I don't know what they're going to do with Gronkowski, but they looking like they back at least competing in that division. So, I mean, let's bring it on again. In order for my quarterback to succeed, I want us to go through the GOAT. Why the GOAT is out there. So, if Jalen going to get something done, let's do it with Tom Brady back. Come on back. Welcome to the party, Brady.
Yep, Trey.
I agree. I mean, I called it when he first retired. I said he'd be back. I mean, he'll be back. He learned the game too much, and he still can play. Why would you leave it? I mean, it is what it is at this point. Like Notion said, you want to be the best, you got to beat the best, and Tom Brady definitely the best. So, I mean, let's see if he can make it through this whole season, though, man, because he is getting a little bit older. Bone's getting a little more brittle. I mean, they lost a few pieces on that team, so let's see how this all shake and move. Because, I mean, their division not hard right now. I mean, the Saints don't even have a quarterback. The Falcons, they're just dead every year. I mean, he could easily come back and win that division, and I mean, be sitting pretty in the playoffs. But I mean, I want him again. To be honest, I want him again. Jalen with another year of experience under his belt. Let's see if he could do a little bit better if we even make the playoffs. So, I mean, I'm fine with it. Come on, Brady. I'm tired of Brady. I was tired of Brady 10 years ago. I'm not even gonna lie. I wish he retired 10 years ago. There's no need for you to do this no more, bro. We already know you to go. What you try to prove now? But I mean, like I said, it is what it is.
Yep, fair game.
And these guys already said it, man. I don't care if Brady's back or not back. You know what I'm saying? We do what we have to do. We ain't worried about no team this year. So that's how I feel. You like they say, you got to beat the man to be the man. And he's definitely the man. So if he's still around, he want to get that whooping from Jay Hurst later on in the season, then let's give it to him.
Yeah, I ain't really afraid of no Tom Brady either, because sooner or later, old Yeller gonna have to go to the barn sooner or later. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Well, he's gonna have to go to the barn sooner or later. Eli did it. That's all I'm gonna say about that. You're gonna have to go.
Let me ask you this, Cool Cat, because I know this is before a lot of this stuff was announced, but I know you know you had us kind of sailing through some of this NFC. I ain't gonna lie. I heard you talking. Look, we had Brady was retired. Aaron Rodgers wasn't supposed to come back. I mean, yeah, we caught a break. Russell's at least out the NFC. But do you still think we got a coach job coming into this NFC this year? Because, we got some talent we got to go through. Again, Brady ain't no slouch out there. Neither is Aaron Rodgers. So, I don't know if we just running through the NFC as yet, but I like the competition.
Yeah, I said that because I thought, again, like you said, Nelson, I thought Tom Brady was going to stay retired. I was happy Russell Wilson was gone. I mean, Aaron Rodgers had his issue, and I thought everybody else in the NFC, including the Dallas Cowboys, who we'll talk to next, was all messed up. But then, of course, my mood changed today, later this week, because Tom Brady's back. I mean, you're still going to have to give. If you want to beat the team, you got to beat the team. I mean, Tom Brady is back in the buck. So, of course, there's that. Now, my mood will change even more if one of the teams in the NFC gets Deshaun Watson. If someone in our conference gets Deshaun Watson, I don't care what your schedule says. You better fight for your right to party. I'm not saying it's cupcake because Trey will look at me like, you remember you lost to the Giants, right? So I'm not even going to say that. I'm not saying cupcake.
It's favorable.
Thumbs up schedule. That's all I'm going to say, right? Thumbs up. I'm not saying favorable. I'm saying
favorable.
It's definitely favorable. It's definitely favorable. But
it's favorable.
You never know how these teams going to shake and move.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm hoping. I don't want to say easy because I know Trey will be like, really? Easy? So I'm going to say favorable. I'm going to say it's a favorable schedule for us. It's just a matter of the defense got a ball. I need my offensive line to continue to be the best it is. Wide receiver, I need Devontae Smith to beat Devontae Smith. Quez got to step up. I need Juju or Anthony Robertson or anybody in the draft. I need my running backs to stay healthy. I need Dallas Goedert to be the tight end we know he can be. And Jalen, I don't want to say quarterback next year. I don't want to go to no Green Bay. I don't want to go to no Tampa Bay in no playoffs. I don't. I really don't. I want the NFC to come to us. That's how bad I want this. So our schedule is favorable. I'm not that. I don't want to say. What I'm trying to say is this: easy schedule. Opponents are starting to become tough because Tom Brady's back. We'll see about where Deshaun Watson goes. But my thing is this: the Eagles still got some work to do. It ain't a finished product yet.
Oh no!
I'll say if we still run this NFC after the draft. Let me see what's going on first. That's how I feel.
I am mad that Brady came back because I wanted Fournette to come over here. I think he's gonna want to stay now that Brady came back another year. So that's kind of sad.
If you even look down there in Jacksonville, though, they making some moves over there too.
Yeah, they're making some nice moves.
They just signed Evan Ingram, Christian Kirk. They got a few
guard out there.
Yeah,
Brandon Sharif. Yeah, from Washington.
It looked like they probably gonna be a formidable opponent too. That's why I always say, I mean, you can't count the season until you actually end the season. It's like we can easily go.
Sunshine gonna have to show me a lot though.
Hey, but I like on some real though. I like Trevor Lawrence. You gotta look at his circumstances last year. It was bad. They had from game to game, they had no defense. I mean, who he was throwing to? DJ Chark was out the whole season. It was Shenault, a gadget player though. He like a slot
Marvin
receiver
Jones.
dude. Marvin Jones was in and out of the lineup. I mean, y'all actually watched Jacksonville games. They was in a lot of those games. They was in a lot of those games, just getting blew out.
But he wasn't putting up no numbers for real.
I mean, but who? All right, because like every time we get these tucks right, I can reference back to Jalen Hurts too.
Don't do that because Jalen is doing threat. Don't do that.
According to Adam Schefter, I'm stopping the dinner stuff. I'm stopping the stuff. According to Adam Schefter,
he's a pocket quarterback.
According to Bergen, come on.
You can't even do that. You can't do that.
All right. Let me talk. Look. What you say? Almost 90% of the time, though, Bergen. Jalen Hurts didn't have anybody to throw to. Neither did Trevor Lawrence. So,
if you say Marvin Jones, he was a Pro Bowl receiver.
Marvin Jones was in and out of the lineup. That's what I'm trying to tell you. He didn't
have a consistent wide receiver.
He was in and out of the lineup. He lost DJ Chark for the whole season. All they had was Shenault over there. And Robinson, the running back. That's all they had over there. They lost ETN for the season. So it's like
that's a big blow.
Yeah, he had nobody to throw to.
But this year, Robinson and ETN. Then you got Kirk, Shenault. They're not gonna have Shark. He's gonna be out of there.
Yeah, man.
According to Adam Schefter,
football games in the NFL, man.
Yeah, they're building. They're rebuilding. They're retooling. So you got to get them time. I can't even see
a better coach. That's already getting you a couple more wins just from upgrading your coaching position.
Absolutely. Yeah, they got Dougie P now. Oh yeah, the Jags is gonna be all right.
They're gonna be okay.
Yeah, and I agree with you, Trey Rock. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and say, I'd be trying to swap quarterbacks between Jalen and you know what I'm saying, and
Sunshine.
Yeah, my man said Sunshine. Trevor Lawrence. So I wouldn't go that far. Yeah. But at the same time, I mean, I think the kid, give him some time to develop. He ain't one of the. We saw some bad quarterback play last year, and definitely I don't put Trevor Lawrence in that category. So it is what it is.
He had a regular rookie season. That's what he had. Like, I mean, if you get picked number one, that means your team is bad. So it don't. I mean, any team gonna struggle their first year. So I mean, I'm a big Trevor Lawrence fan. I like him, man. I've seen him make some throws that a lot of quarterbacks in the NFL can't make. So, I mean, we gotta get a little dude some time, man.
According to Adam Schefter, Eagles are not tendering two-time leading tackle linebacker Alex Singleton per source. Singleton will now be a free agent when he makes the market opens.
Bye-bye.
Well,
reaction, motion?
I think how he knows he got to go get some ballers.
Yeah, I'm not going to sit here and say, again, Alex Singleton, we pretty much, didn't he come from like a practice squad or something? I mean,
he was playing in the Canadian League.
Playing somewhere. I mean, he just shined because he was on a sorry cast of a linebacking unit that we had last year. So, again, I'm not losing no sleep over it. I mean, it'd be nice, if he comes back, if nobody signs him on some kind of a, minimum type deal. But at the same time, yeah, I'm not losing sleep for that. I wish him nothing but the best. I hope he does get a bag somewhere, but we need to upgrade that position. That's bad when that tells you, Alex Singleton was one of our top linebacker almost, besides it was a TJ Edwards. So I'm not going to lose no sleep over it. I know he was a popular player in Philadelphia. He kind of grew on some people. I like the tackling ability. But again, I saw this man, like a lot of our other linebackers, the back of their jersey numbers. So he can go ahead and get up out of here. I'm not going to lose no sleep.
At all. Right. I feel the same way. I mean, I wasn't a big Alex Singleton fan from the gun bust. He really like playing out of position. He really is a special teams player to me, to be honest. So no, that's really. I mean, he was the best we could throw out there on the field. I mean, what we had, but I mean, I'm not mad that he's going at all. I mean, I really like, to be honest. I think a couple other dudes need to walk too, but I mean, we're gonna say that for another time. We talk about Singleton.
Who need to walk?
I feel like Davion Teller need to walk or be a special teams player. To be honest, I mean, Sean Bradley, we not getting nothing out of him. He could go too. It don't matter, man. We could retool that whole linebacker position. To be honest, we just redo it. I don't care. I mean, I don't feel. I'm not confident hanging on to none of those dudes. I mean, I like T.J. Edwards, but if you can find something better than him, he could go too. I mean, so that's one of our main focuses this offseason. I feel like we should get this linebacker core. I mean, as best as possible. I mean, even the dudes rolling off the bench should be ready to go. So, I mean, yeah, I'm fine with Singleton walking. I mean, I never was a big fan of him anyway.
Hurricane?
Yeah, they're all trash to me. You know, the only one that can stay is Edwards. He could be our special teammates, or even like, you know, that third rotational back when the real starters get tired. You can put him in. We won't drop off too much. You know, I think we need 3 new starters. You know, I'm going after one of them linebackers from Green Bay, and then drafting 2 in the draft. So let's get it. See you later, Singleton. Hope you find a job somewhere. I heard the Washington Commanders looking for former Eagles.
They trying to be like us, bro.
Wanna be like Mike.
You know it's crazy. This division just got a whole lot weaker too, with Amari Cooper leaving the division. So I mean, listen,
I'm glad you said that.
Hey, Gallup. Didn't he leave
I'm
too?
glad you said that.
Yeah,
I'm glad.
Cedric Wilson left. The receiver that stepped up for Gallup, he left too. So it's like,
But isn't Gallup leave too?
No, they re-signed Gallup.
Oh, they retired Gallup. So it's just
Like,
Gallup.
he's coming off an ACL tear, so it don't even matter. Like at this point, he probably not even going. I mean, be at the season opening. Yeah, he ain't gonna be ready to start for a minute. So
what did he tear it? Didn't he tear in the beginning of the season last year though?
Nah, it was like closer to the end when he tore it.
Season like late. Yeah. I thought it was towards the end of the season. But
yeah, it was like I think it was like in the last 5 games of the season he tore it.
Yeah, he's not. He'll be back probably like by week.
So you know Dallas going wide receiver in the draft for sure.
Yeah, they got you.
They might grab your boy Drake London.
I slap him.
Speaking of the Dallas Cowboys, let's talk about them. How y'all doing, guys? I mean, I know it's been a minute.
Where Dallas at?
Where y'all Cowboys at, man? I know it's been a minute. I know y'all
here. Where you go?
Hey,
there you go.
Look, right now, you know, you can kind of get a sense of just the energy in the division right now. I mean, you got the Eagles. We're out here. I can't say that we're not getting better. We're at least making moves on the upscale of things. You look at Washington. I mean, okay, they try to address their quarterback. I'll say they got slightly better. I'll give them that. You got Dallas. What y'all doing, Dallas? Look, listen. Amari Cooper
signed DeMarcus Lawrence. They signed DeMarcus Lawrence. They got rid of Coop.
Pay cuts. Oh, stop it, Dallas. Stop
Randy
it.
Gregory leaving.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So again, right now, Dallas is just
Landon Collins leaving.
Landon Collins leaving the Washington team. It's looking like somber times, you know, in the NFC East, beyond being a Philadelphia Eagles fan. So I'm kicked up right now this offseason. I'm liking what I'm seeing. The Eagles are at least making moves to get better. Some of these other teams are scratching their heads, not knowing what to do, trying to figure out. And it makes me laugh because Dallas Cowboy fans act shocked how they got to this point. Don't be shocked why y'all got here, paying all these overplayed. You know, I expect next year for Zeke to be gone. Let me go and break that for y'all right now, too. Y'all got a bunch of overpaid players that definitely, you know, could use a change of scenery. So, again, I'm not shocked by this Dallas business. But at the same time, as an Eagle fan, I'm laughing all the way. I'm watching this madness unfold.
Yeah, so let's ask that question to you guys because Notion already answered it. I'm going to ask Trey and Birkin 31 this. Our division, man. Everybody thought we was at the bottom of the heat last year and we went to the playoffs. It feels so good to finally say that. And now look at everybody. The Giants is losing Evan Ingram. Dak Prescott is costing the Cowboys money. I mean, Amari Cooper? Really? Randy Gregory? Really? Y'all paid Y'all paid Michael Gallup? I mean, oh, man. Zeke is costing y'all money. Randy Gregory, Landon Collins. Who else y'all gonna lose? I mean, y'all gonna be losing a lot of people. Please draft the wide receiver. Please don't draft nothing, get nothing for your defense. Please mess up your defense, please. I mean, Washington, you got Carson, Commander Carson. You losing a lot of people too. It's a sad day for the rest of the NFC East. And here's the Eagles just minding our own business, just chilling. Assad Redrick coming to town. Sucks to be y'all. Trey, what partial the NFC East?
I mean, listen. What Dallas tried to do, they tried to do what the Rams did, but they wasn't successful. They tried to buy a Super Bowl. So, I mean, it backfired on them. It's definitely backfiring on them. Now they gotta start all the way over basically because I think Zeke contract the end of his contract is next year. I don't see them re-signing him. They gave Dak Prescott all that paper. DeMarcus Lawrence haven't really been a no-show since they paid him. So they gonna let their best pass rusher walk and Randy Gregory. I mean, I don't know what Dallas doing over there, man. Maybe they're gonna rebuild through the draft again or something like that. I mean, because
according to Mark Holmes, they're on a red shirt season. According to Mark Holmes,
red shirt season.
I mean, they still gonna have, I mean, cornerstone pieces, man. Michael Parsons, Trayvon Diggs, dudes like that. They still gonna have them kind of dudes. So it's not gonna take them long to get back. It's just I don't think it's gonna be this year. It's gonna be hard. They're gonna have to spend a boatload of money. They're gonna have to hit on every draft pick just to at least get back to what they was last year. So, I mean, that's what a first round exit. So I don't believe in Dallas at all. The Giants stay the Giants. I mean, I kind of like Washington, what they got going on over there, man, with the pass rushers and stuff like that. But they still not no finished product either. I feel like we the best team in this division right now, to be honest. I mean, even just bringing back the team we had last year, adding pieces to it, I feel like we the best team in the division. So, I mean, I love it. I love it. I mean, the offseason not over yet. We don't know what moves dude's going to make. But, I mean, at this point right now, I feel like the Philadelphia Eagles are the best team in this division.
Preach, false notion.
You already know. I gotta agree with that. I cannot argue that. Again, we're watching other teams, in this division right now, that they look confused as to what their plan is, as to what they're doing. I mean, starting off with Washington, I don't think that their plan A was going to get Carson. I mean, no, they had to settle for, they had to reach because, again, there was no other quarterbacks out there. So they had to get somebody to upgrade their quarterback position. So they reached for Carson. Then you got teams like the Giants that, I know they got a new coach in there. I see them also trying to be like Philly, trying to hire some of our coaching staff, plucking from our tree and all of that. But at the same time, the Giants, they're stuck in cap purgatory also. They really can't do a whole bunch. They still got Daniel Stinkin' Jones coming back next year. They're out there reaching, hoping for Mitch Trubisky to come save their team, which I believe he got signed somewhere else. So
he signed with Pittsburgh.
Yeah, so the Giants is looking like cheeks also. Then you got, of course, Dallas, again, retaining their players. We've seen this year after year with Dallas. Dallas is one of the teams that does nothing but waste talent year after year. They'll sign all these high-profile players. Got Amari Cooper, I think they sent over a first-round draft pick for that man. Only got back a fifth and swapped a sixth. Are you serious?
And send him to the Browns, Nelson.
Amari Cooper ain't winning no Super Bowl rings. Hey, the whole team in Dallas again, it's going to be an uphill climb. They got a lot of contracts to restructure, especially once you pay Dak Prescott $40 million a year, you might as well go ahead and open up the door to watch some of them players walk out. So It's just the domino effect of what they did, and now it's catching up to them. But I completely agree. Times have changed, and the Eagles are now taking over this division. So I see it here also. I agree.
Thanks.
Gang, you agree?
Yeah, I agree with everything these guys are saying, man. Our division, we definitely should be the favorites to win it. You know what I'm saying? Like we said, Carson, I don't think Carson's doing anything with Commanders over there. You talk about that front seven, but they didn't even do nothing the last really 2 years. I'm not really worried about those guys. You know what I'm saying? They're not really scaring nobody out there. And the Cowboys, they're not even done losing all the players they're supposed to lose. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're still on a decline right now. And that is a downfall for signing these superstar quarterbacks, man. When you got to give out those $40 million contracts, you can't build around your team. There's a lot of elite quarterbacks with elite contracts, but no Super Bowls for that same reason. You know, when you're giving out that kind of money, you don't win Super Bowls, my guy. It's very hard. Like you said, you got to hit on every single aspect, free agency, draft, you know, unrestricted free agents. All that stuff's got to hit for you to be one of them elite quarterbacks, you know, to win and getting elite money to win a Super Bowl. So, you know, once your team ventures off into that area, it's like, you know, you're just playing just to play, you know. You're just playing just to play. You know, Aaron Rodgers the best. He done won 4 MVPs, and the man only got 1 Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? That's what happened when making all this money. You know, and he just got a new contract. Aaron got that contract knowing that he wasn't going to be in the Super Bowl this year, but he was getting paid, you know, and that's why even Devontae Adams talking about leaving over there still, because he's like, I'm not playing on a franchise when he gave this guy, you know, $200 million. I need my money too. So, like I said, that's why the Eagles are in a good situation with Jalen Hurts still on this rookie contract for another 2 years. You know what I'm saying? We can ride that. Jalen's getting less than $1 million. You know what I'm saying? But there's third-string receivers getting more money than Jalen Hurts right now. You need to ride it, let this boy develop, and keep building on this team until it's time to pay him.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Another big news coming out. Jason Kelce is returning. What's up, Big Play Slay? He announced that he is coming back for the 2022 Philadelphia Eagles. The mayor of Philadelphia is back for another year. He is not retiring. Notion Gang, how you feel about the mayor coming back to your city?
Oh, you know,
Your
I
second
love
city.
that. Hey, listen, the most valuable player on this, I'm gonna say the whole offensive unit, because again, this man is the most durable player. I think what has he got the most consecutive starts? He might be, is it maybe the top in the league? I don't even know. I got to look at exact where he's at, but most consecutive.
He's pushing history right now, Notion.
That's what I'm saying. Hasn't missed the game. Most durable player. I mean, best center in the league, you ask me. Yes, I'm loving this move, and I'm glad we made him the highest paid center, because I definitely think if anybody deserves some kind of a pay raise, it's definitely Jason Kelce. Now, again, with saying that, I still don't think we need to just neglect center. I still think we need at some point in time take a look at center and draft somebody and start. Yeah. The time is ticking. Jason Kelce will be retiring soon, and we need to start investing resources in trying to hopefully better that position down the road. But forget that, because that's down the road, and Jason Kelce is coming back this year. So I'm loving it. That's all I can say, fellas. I'm loving that move.
Yeah. Trey, what's your thoughts on your mayor of Philadelphia coming back?
I love it, but I mean, even with what Notion said, Jason Kelce don't strike me as a dude that won't give up knowledge to a young, center or something like that. I mean, put him through the ropes. He know his time coming up.
Yeah.
He strikes me as an honest dude. Like he'll put him under his wing. Teaching the game, stuff like that. So I feel like, like now is the time before you lose this dude. Let him put some of that knowledge on one of these young centers or something. Let him sit behind him. And then, he's a little older, so, he might not last the whole season. So you still need somebody to come in and back him up. I know we got dudes on this roster, but we need a true center. We need a true center, not dudes that can play center, guard, tackle, stuff like. We need a true center that's going to really learn that center position. I love Kelce. I hope he come back every year, because the dude looked indestructible to me, man. He's still moving as fast as he was moving when he first came into the league, on those pulls, going up, smacking linebackers, safeties. I just love this dude. He a Philly dude to me. Even though he's not from Philadelphia, he a Philly dude. He just got that whole Philly attitude. Like, he gonna go out there and just be grimy, gritty, play hard-nosed football. He's not gonna talk a lot. I love Jason Kelce, man. I feel like he's the best center. I'm going to go NFL history, to be honest. I feel like he's one of the best centers in NFL history. Just based off the size. Like, he's so undersized at that position, but he uses everything to
Jason
his
Kelce just did the national anthem down at the Sixers game, y'all. Just to let y'all know.
Yeah, man. He's just so undersized at the center position, but he makes it work, like, year in and year out. Like, the dude really is an animal. So, I'm glad we bringing him back. Now, a little bit more assurance for Jalen Hurts. He got that middle shirt up. I'm fine with it.
Yep. Bird Gang?
Yep, you guys said it, man. He's that dude. He's the GOAT for Eagles centers of all time. You know what I'm saying? The best Eagles center we ever had. Like he said, possibly the best center in the game. Especially if he keeps going the way he's going, not missing any game. That's durability. The best abilities is availability. He's definitely been available. You see this guy get nicked up, banged up, pushing off refs, doctors. No. I'm going back in the game. That's what kind of player he is. So, You know, like the Eagles did good. You know, look how long he's been playing to finally he is. You know, maybe on his last season. Now you're the highest paid center in the game. You know what I'm saying? I can't see the Eagles working that out any better than what they did. You know what I'm saying? From a guy of that caliber player. So, you know, he deserved every penny of it. It's all guaranteed. And I can't wait to see what they do this year. I'm not really worried about our line at all, really, for real, for real. Like, we got young pieces that are waiting for their opportunity to shine. You know what I'm saying? Like, Sam Malo was out all last year. He was the first, you know, Kelsey replacement that we drafted. He was supposed to replace Kelsey. He played center in college, you know. But Kelsey never retired, so they moved him to guard. He played some good guard over there, you know. Then we went out and got Dickerson, you know, and Kelsey's still there. He moved him to guard because Sam Malo went out. So in terms of like backing up center, I think that we have some people in the building that can definitely do the job for our offensive line. Like those young players are getting better. The jump that Herbert and if we make sure we re-sign Herbert, but Herbert and Driscoll did from year 1 to year 2, man, that was a good jump. You know, those guys were all suspect that first year. We see like 2 years ago when they got in because they were rookie and first year players to now. Last year, when anybody went out, you didn't really see a beat switch. You know, the line was still playing at a high level. You know, they still played some elite football out there in the line with all the different pieces moving in there. So I'm not really worried about our line. They're all young. They're all talented. They're all growing, getting better every single year. So we're good to go right there.
But can we all agree, though? I mean, Jason Kelsey, he didn't have no serious injuries, but those plays where he did have to go out, a lot of those plays cost us a couple of them games. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I mean, took touchdowns off the board, stuff like that. So that center position is really the most important, position on that offensive line. So I feel like we should draft the center. Probably not super high.
Everybody hated on Herbert for some botch snaps, but I seen Kelsey have botch snaps last year too as well. So it's not like something
ones like that though, BJ.
No, where he threw the ball over
them Jones in the air.
Kelsey had like 4 botch snaps over Jalen here.
And then he cost us a couple penalties too. That took touch. Remember that Giants game when we scored?
But it's a different though when you're like the guy doing it, and then you're some guy that was playing guard all year, then you're moving over to the position. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not snapping as much as Kelsey.
That's what I'm saying. You got to learn multiple positions. Jason Kelsey only play that center position. You need a guy that only gonna come in and play that center position. He could be on the practice squad all year. It don't even matter to me, for real. It's just, we need that dude that's just gonna stick there for years, like Kelsey did. Herbig not gonna stick there for years. Sayamalu not gonna stick there for years. The best center we got on his team is playing guard for us. That's Landon Dickerson. So,
Sayamalu's still kind of young.
He's been in the league for a while though, man.
Like 5 years, right?
Yeah, that's football years. That's forever. So,
and then Herbert's only like 2-3 years in. He can still do it.
There's going to be a drop off, fellas. Let's
it's going to be a big drop off.
I don't know what y'all trying to shake again. Like this is, like you said. This is one of the top centers in the league, possibly of all time. Once he's gone, once we change or make that move, there's going to be a drop off, and we saw it last year when we had to put in, the likes of Nate Herbig and things like that. So again, regardless, we need to start bracing for this now. Start grooming somebody now, because again, if we're shoring up, I don't want to move Landon Dickerson if he finds comfortability where he's at. We need to groom a true center and get them, I want the handoff to be as seamless as possible. But regardless, once Jason Kelsey's not on that field for us, expect some hiccups at the center position.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you guys something. You guys using the first round on Linderbaum?
If he's there, I'm saying yes.
If he's there.
If he's there.
If he's the best player available on that board, I'm picking the best player
15, 16, or 19 if he's there.
That's a little too high, to be honest. For a center, yeah.
But he's like you said, you wanted to all. He's basically a replica of Jason Kelsey.
But you can find centers later in the draft. How many centers ever went in the first round? There's Hall of Fame centers out there that was 6th, 7th, 5th round picks. So you gonna go that high on the center. That's your preference, but I feel like you can address other areas with those picks, and you can still get you a nice, center in the 3rd, 4th round, a dude that can come in and learn the game. So. It's personal preference. If we ain't had so many holes in our team, I'll say yeah. But I mean, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
Yeah. For me, you will have to wait until the second or third round to get a center because, again, you need some defensive players in your arsenal. I'm tired of Jalen Rager still being on this team, even though he's on this team. We need some help, y'all. Yes, center is the big need also. But don't forget, I will keep saying this until we get to September. Derek Carr, Dak Prescott, Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes, and Justin Herbert. 80% completion percentage. Fix your dang on defense. Simple as that. So before we wrap it up, y'all, let's ask this question. And I'm going to ask all y'all this. As we wait for more news to pop up, I'm still refreshing, so bear with me. Who do you want? Let's end it with this. Who do you want Howie Roseman to get tomorrow, Wednesday at 4 o'clock? Notion who you want. If you got to make a list, you can make a list. Just tell me who you want.
I mean, I'd say this, and again, I'm not the biggest build in free agency mode. Again, I was shocked we got Hassan Reddick. So again, yeah. I'm happy and I'm content with that. I ain't even gonna lie. I didn't think we was gonna go out, dropping the bag like that. But hey, Howie didn't let me now. He knows the priority need. We need some rushers up in here, so he went and got that done. The next thing I wouldn't be shocked to see, and I wouldn't be mad at that. Let's get a wide receiver up in here. Let's get a veteran wide receiver up in here. I'm saying somebody like Juju. I mean, that's where I'm at with it. So I wouldn't mind being, seeing Juju come to Philly on some kind of a deal. But again, I do expect for our wide receiver position to get addressed, at least with free agency, because we need some kind of veteran presence up in there. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, Troy?
I agree, man. Like I said, I mean, it's still like Chandler Jones still out there. It's still guys out there. There's still some elite pass rushers out there in the free agency market. So, I mean, I don't know what the price tag is. I mean, that's might be why Howie ain't move on it yet. But I mean, we definitely need a veteran presence in the wide receiver group, man. And maybe even another running back, because I think Jared Howard going this year. He's a free agent. I think he's going this year.
Jordan Howard out of there?
I think we need another big physical back.
Yeah, Howard out there for sure.
Yeah. I mean, there's dudes out there still like Ronald Jones, dudes like that. I mean, could come in and fill that void and then stay a little bit more healthier than him. So, I mean, it don't got to be nothing splashy. It could be just like a nice little subtle pickup that's going to make your team better. And you still got the draft. You still could make magic with the draft. They got trades that can happen. We got a lot of draft picks this year. A lot of draft picks, and I don't feel like we need all of them. So, I mean, it's still dudes like DK out there. It's dudes out there still.
DK.
Yeah, it's still dudes out there you can make a move.
You got to trade for that, though. You really think? I mean,
you
got Seattle possibly. Look, DK ain't going. If they bring over Deshaun Watson, well, I don't even know if Seattle was in that.
I think Seattle rocking with Drew Lock this year.
I think
I'm even hearing Seattle might be trying to bring back Cap. If they bring back Cap, hey, look,
that'd be awesome.
I mean, I don't know. It's not too far-fetched, though, when you got a lot of draft picks, and dudes need younger players. Seattle, they really in rebuild mode. So, you want an unhappy DK Metcalf there, a dude that's in his prime. He just lost his favorite quarterback. I mean, it's going to be trouble in paradise over there. Tyler Lockett, he don't really speak too much, but I know he like, damn, Russ left us. I need to go somewhere else. We trying to win. So, I mean, these dudes is not young. They veterans. Well, DK young, but Tyler Lockett been in the league for a while now. I know he want to win. He want to win something. So
he out there practicing with Kaepernick right now, bro. What is you saying? He out here. They out here making a recruit to bring in Colin Kaepernick to Seattle. That's what they trying to do. So
right, but Cap ain't played football in like what 5 years. I mean, it all look good with the pads off. So. I mean, that's going to be a little reach. They do bring Cap in. But, I mean, for the Philadelphia Eagles, I feel like, man, it ain't really too much we have to do. You get me? I think everything going to fall right in our lap. And that's what we waiting for. It's gonna fall right in our lap. So I'm fine with the moves we made. I mean, the moves we didn't make and the moves we made. So I'm fine with it.
Yeah, for me, before I pass the Birkin, I want the best player available. That's all I want. I want the best I want the best player available. I don't want Howie cheating us. I don't want you to be making any stupid move. I better not see no Deshaun Watson on my screen unless it's a good, decent price. If it ain't a good, decent price, you better walk away. Like say, arrivederci. Let them go to the Panthers. Let them go to the. Please go to the Panthers. I don't want you to go to the
What's a
Saints.
decent price though, Cool Cat? Like what's
Give
decent?
me one of our first round picks this year and a first round pick next year. Because I
That's
need.
decent.
I
Ready
need
to
those.
give up?
I'm not giving
We'll
nothing.
take Deshaun Watson. First pick this year, first pick next year.
That's it. That's my price. Because I need those 2 first round picks. At least give me those
We
2
picked
first round
15
picks.
and 16. They back to back, so it don't really matter. I'm fine with that too. If
That's
that was
what I'm saying. You can get rid of 19 and you can get rid of whatever pick you got next year. Fine. That's my price. Take it or leave it. That's the only way I'm getting Deshaun Watson. If that's it, fine. Jalen Hurts, fine. Rhaegar, I don't like you, fine. That's my price. If it ain't my price, if it ain't that price, I don't want you. The end. But I want Howie Roseman to give me the best player available. I want you to continue to fix the defense in the draft and free agency. Rhaegar, if you're staying here, I don't want you talking to nobody. Get your butt in the gym. Get your butt in the gym. If you're still here with Jalen Hurts, get your butt in the gym. Okay? And to all you people out there that still don't like Jalen Hurts, sorry to disappoint, but until Howie Roseman make that offer that I just said, Jalen Hurts is your quarterback. Deal with it. Jalen Hurts, you got some work to do if you still here now. I don't want to say quarterback next year. I don't want everybody to say Bryce Young or CJ next year. But it's on you. I'm putting your name in the hat, man. I need you this year. I need you to be the ankle breaker, the history maker, game changer, the Saints daddy, man, the people, hurt season. Jalen freaking
Jalen freaking!
You're dang right. So that's what I want, need, and desire from Howie and from this organization. I want a damn Super Bowl. I want another one. I'm greedy like that. I want another parade down Broad Street. I want to finally see if I can find Trey on Broad Street at a parade. I need Trey drinking and stuff.
You already know.
Bird Gang, what you want to see from this offseason before we can head out?
Man, there's still like some pieces. Like I said, I want to see continue to grow. You know what I'm saying? I want to see it continue. I got like guys like one of those linebackers from Green Bay, maybe a DeAndre Campbell get traded over here, or they're letting go the other one over there. What's his name? Smith, I think it is. What's that linebacker from that played next to DeAndre Campbell over there in Green Bay? I forgot his name right now. Smith, I think it is Smith, yeah. And then I want the Honey Badger still. You know what I'm saying? Even though he's older, I really feel like that veteran presence would be great. He's a ball hawk. He's still making big plays. He's still one of them type leader type safeties. Who else do I want? I still want Chandler Jones a little bit. You know what I'm saying? That's a veteran. They say he's old, but he ain't slowing down. You know what I'm saying? He's still putting up big numbers. Last year he had a good season. So why not bring him in for another year? You know what I'm saying? Maybe on a shorter deal. You know, I want Juju because a lot of people they don't want Juju because of TikTok. I ain't worried about no TikTok. You do whatever you want in your off time. I want Juju because he is. Well, I just watched a video on him, man. Not only from USC, of course, but I just watched a video on him. They're just like people aren't giving him enough credit because he does all the dirty stuff on that offense. You know what I'm saying? He does all the run blocking. He does all the physical stuff for that offense over there in Pittsburgh. And I was watching some of the highlights. I'm like, yeah, he does lay it out. Like he laid out perfect at one time and stood over him. I like that kind of dog, and he's only 25 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like that's still young. 25-year-old receiver, you still got a good 7 years out of him. You know what I'm saying? So if you bring him over for a couple of years, extend him. If he plays good, if he doesn't, then let him go. So I like guys like Juju. He has been a Pro Bowler before. There's still a DJ Shark out there, I know. I think that receivers core. What about Landry, guys? That's what I was going to ask you guys. You guys interested at all in LaRon Landry? Or not LaRon.
I mean,
Jarvis Landry. Jarvis Landry, yep.
It's basically bringing another slot receiver over, though. I mean, dude do all his damage out of the slot. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, we need, like I said, we need size. Like, we need size. Like, Landry, he a baller, though. I'm not going to lie. He a baller, but I don't think he'll fit in with what we trying to do, to be honest.
Okay. Yeah. So
We need outside receivers.
and then you guys already know what we want.
Receiver. Okay.
And then you already know what we want in the draft. That's really why I want London. I'm still a huge Drake London fan. I think people, if you look at the numbers don't lie. His size don't lie. Speed don't lie. Yak don't lie. That boy's a beast. Like he's gonna be a beast. He's gonna be a problem once he gets to the NFL. So, there's some other receivers too, but basically just get those guys a free agency. Go draft me, Jordan Davis. Go get me a Lloyd. Go get me a Christian Harris, and go get me a Ojabo in the first and second round, and then we'll be straight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's a lot of defense right there, bro. That's a lot. That's a lot.
Like you said, defense wins championship.
Stack it up.
Stack that side of the ball up first. Because our offense, I feel like our offense, like I said, we got an offensive line. We got depth at offensive line already. You know what I'm saying? There's people could be starting on other people's teams that are gonna be on our backups of our lines this year. You know what I'm saying? Like our offensive line is pretty solid. Do I want a guy like Fournette or Jones, whichever one of them Tampa Bay running backs want to leave, or James Conner would be another pickup to pair up with Miles Sanders. But other than that, second running back, get you two more receivers, man, and we straight. The rest of the guys are young. You gotta let them develop. Qued's going to be better this year. He's going to get better every year he's in the
I think we only got like 17 mil left in cap space. So, I mean, you can't really even go out and make like a splash because you still got to sign your draft picks too. You got to worry about them.
They were saying like even with all your draft picks, you're looking at like $10 million.
But you got 3 first-round draft picks. It's not going to be no $10 million. You're going to have to pay them.
They said 9 for the top 3 first round. If you use all 3 of your first-round draft picks. Because they're not high first-round draft picks, so the money's a little different, And then those other guys, I'm not really worried about because there's people on our team who are probably going to let go or trade anyway before the season starts. Like, you can still make more money up, if we need to towards the draft time. But still having 17, the way you work those contracts, how we know how to work them contracts. We could get a couple more pretty good players, free agency wise. We can get a couple more ballers out there. But I want players that's been and doing it for a while now. I don't want these guys that are projects. That's why I like Hassan Reddick. He's back to back, double-digit sacks. Putting that pressure on quarterbacks. So you already know he's a proven player. He's a proven commodity that you can go plug and play, and he should produce at a high level, still being young. So that's what kind of players I want. I don't want no one that's on a decline. I don't want no project players where it's like, oh, he could be good. His numbers said something different last year.
That's why he's not a GM, Scoop. We're going to move on. You know when you got to trade up to even try to get Kyle Hamilton? You got to at least go up to 2. You know that, right?
Whoa, I don't know if he's going to go 2, man. That's kind of...
Bro, you got at least
I've been seeing it a lot in draft, but I don't think he's going to go that high. A safety?
There's teams up there that's going to take him. He's going top 5 for sure.
A safety?
Yes.
Yes, bro. Yes.
He's going top
Kyle
5
Hamilton
sure.
is going top 5. I'm convinced on that too. Because if he
I'm with y'all, he's gonna go top 5.
I'd be surprised if he make it past the Jets. I'd be surprised if he make it past the Jets. To be honest, and the Jets picked like 3. So,
well, you got 2 top 5 ends, and Hutchinson and Thibodeau. You got 2 top 5 linemen.
It all depends on what you value, though, BJ.
In terms of
what you value, yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, Kyle Hamilton is generational safety, bro. He's going top 5 for sure. Top 5. As far as I can see him dropping to is 6. So, I mean, it's gonna be hard. I mean, I don't feel like that's a price that we need to pay right now. That's a little bit too much to give up.
I think we're sitting fat where we at. You know what I'm saying? Like 15, 16 back to back is explosive. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't even got to pressure that 15 pick. You can be like, whichever one I want to pay at least to. So even if you had, like, say, I'm going to get Dean, or I'm going to get Jordan, it's like, who do I want to pay less money to? I'm going to go ahead and get Jordan with 15 because top defensive tackles don't make as much as top linebackers. So you get that defensive tackle first just because you're going to get that linebacker next. Like, you can play with the money even that way. You know what I'm saying? So I think we're sitting fat in what?
I agree, Marianne. I agree. Thibodeau's not even the best pass rusher in this draft, to be honest. In my opinion, is Jermaine Johnson. and then it's OBJ.
Yeah, I do like Jermaine Johnson.
And then it's Kalafis, and then because these dudes could play the run and the pass. Thibodeau's just a one-trick pony. Even Aiden Hutchinson could play the run and the pass, but he the only wild card up top of there. I feel like he gonna drop, to be honest. He gonna drop, to be honest. That's gonna be one of the dudes. And then you pray some of these quarterbacks go up there in like the top 14 or something like that, because now that push dudes down the board a little bit farther. So
I feel like at least 3 quarterbacks are gonna be going in that top 10.
I hope so.
And that's gonna help us out a lot. That's what I'm
I feel
saying.
like
because Washington need a quarterback still. I know the Panthers, if they don't get Deshaun Watson, they need one. The Seahawks
still needs a quarterback. They have like a high pick in the 32nd pick.
I think the Steelers might still get a quarterback because I know they got Mitchell Trubisky, but they might need a quarterback. So hopefully.
The best case scenario, all 4 of them go right before us. And
there you go.
Now you got the pick of the litter now, because you still got boss down
for
there.
Defense,
Lloyd down there.
Defense, and that defense spot for 15 to 16, I think that's just sitting pretty. No matter how many different mock drafts I see, you got at least 5 studs sitting there at 15 to 16 still left, because you can't not have them there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to be crazy. I think we got a chance to get some ballers.
Yep. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, listen, next week we will react to it all. Whether it's Monday, whether it's Wednesday, we will let you guys know ahead of time. Listen, welcome Haason Reddick to the city. Man, goodbye.
Yes,
but goodbye, Alex Singleton. And goodbye to all you lovely people in the chat. Thanks for tuning in to your boy, Mizzy Miss Kukat County. You're representing the Birds, the Bird Gang Nation Sports Media, and Bird Gang 31. Ladies, Trigger will be right back to you when he's good and ready. As soon as Nostra Gang sends home. I love saying that to you, Trey. I'm sorry.
Y'all already know the vibes. Hey, free agency officially starts Wednesday. So y'all already know we getting the early news right now. So everybody, y'all have yourselves a safe and fantastic Eagles Day, because it's always fly, Eagles, fly. Welcome back, Haason Reddick. Let's go get this thing rocking, gang. Hey, have yourselves a great day, and until next time. Y'all know what it is. Go.